All right, Murph, give me a second. Third.
Find the gear, dumbass.
Grind it.
Shut it, Tom!
What'd you do, Murph?
She didn't do nothing. Blew the tires all.
Murphy's Law.
Shut up!
Grab the spare, Tom.
That is the spare.
And let's begin with a quote from a serial killer, brilliantly portrayed by one of the actors featured this week. "I can be your best friend or your worst enemy." Does anyone remember Arthur Mitchell, the Trinity Killer? We will talk about the actor who brings him to life. Good evening, my friends. Because the curtain is about to rise, let's present the second part of our weekly news segment, What's New with the News. Today's topics revolve around the art of acting. In films, we have a varied menu, ranging from a new sci-fi thriller with Isa Gonzalez to a rock opera with Sadie Sink, moving on to a pop culture parody with Pedro Pascal, and finishing with a psychological thriller starring John Lithgow and Jeffrey Rush, who returns to the big screen. On television, Netflix dominates, with a documentary based on true events and a South American series filled with suspense and mystery, but we also have Apple TV Plus, with a stellar duo whose lives will be turned upside down by unexpected events. YouTube, what about you? Besides Jack Reacher, this week we had some relevant titles premiering, like the story of David vs. Goliath. While you decide what to watch in just a moment, you can start the video. Let's start with a title and an actor with the Midas touch. Freaky Tales, the new film by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, is a parody of 80s pop culture, with 4 vignettes set in Oakland in 1987. The film premiered at the 2024 Sundance Film Festival and will be released in theaters by Lionsgate in April. The cast includes Pedro Pascal, Ben Mendelsohn, Normani, Dominique Thorne, and even Tom Hanks. Mixing hip-hop, sci-fi, and kung fu, the film both honors and satirizes the decade.
What happened here? You fucked with the wrong warrior.
Moving on to a rock opera with one of the stars of Stranger Things. ODessa is an original rock opera set in a post-apocalyptic future, starring Sadie Sink as a young woman searching for a cherished family artifact. Directed by Jeremy Jasper, the film combines music and destiny in an epic journey. The premiere takes place at SXSW 2025 with a Hulu release on March 20th. The production is from Searchlight Pictures.
You can bring light to the darkness.
We couldn't leave out a title from Japan. The live-action adaptation of the manga Blank Canvas, My So-Called Artist's Journey by Akiko Higashimura will premiere on May 16th. Starring Mei Nagano as Akiko and Yo Oizumi as her strict art teacher, the film is directed by Kazuaki Seiki. The script is co-written by Higashimura herself, and the soundtrack is by Yuki Munakata. The story follows Akiko, an aspiring mangaka who realizes she needs to drastically improve her skills to achieve her dream. Indie film studios and zombies, a great combination. Silent Zone is an independent zombie horror thriller made in Hungary, set to premiere on March 7, 2025 in U.S. theaters and on VOD. The film follows a teenager and her protector fighting for survival in a world devastated by zombies. Directed by Deke and distributed by Saban Films, the cast includes Matt DeVere, Luca Papp, and Nicolette Barabbas. The production seems to follow the post-apocalyptic trend in the style of The Last of Us.
I thought we were far enough.
Far enough don't exist, sweetheart.
From zombies to something that will touch our hearts and bring tears. On Swift Horses is a period drama starring Jacob Elordi and Daisy Edgar Jones, set after the Korean War. Directed by Daniel Minahan and based on the novel by Shannon Pufa, the film follows a couple whose lives change with the arrival of the husband's younger brother. The cast also includes Will Poulter, Diego Calva, and Sasha Calle. After screening at the Palm Springs International Film Festival, the film will open in U.S. theaters on April 25th, 2025.
Someone goes into your life. Nothing's ever the same again.
One of the big news stories of the week, starring a new generation actress. Ash is a sci-fi horror directed by Flying Lotus, starring Isa Gonzalez as an astronaut who wakes up with no memory on an alien planet, surrounded by a dead crew. Aaron Paul co-stars as a man who answers a distress call she sent before losing her memory. Executive produced by Neil Blomkamp, the film promises mind-bending visuals and premieres on March 21st, 2025.
Unusual life form detected.
To end, suspense, and two actors who have marked generations. The Rule of Jenny Penn is a psychological thriller directed by James Ashcroft, starring John Lithgow as a sinister nursing home patient who manipulates a creepy puppet. Jeffrey Rush returns to cinema after 6 years, playing an arrogant judge who suffers a stroke and is sent to the same institution. Based on the short story by Owen Marshall, the film opens in theaters on March 7th, 2025, followed by a release on Shudder.
Who rules? Jenny Payne.
And let's start with another hit for Apple TV+. Dope Thief, a new series from Apple TV+, premieres on March 14th, 2025 with the first 2 episodes. Starring Brian Tyree Henry and Wagner Moura, the plot follows 2 friends whose lives unravel after they rob the wrong house and expose a narcotics corridor. Based on Dennis Tafoya's book, the series features Ridley Scott directing the first episode. New episodes will be released weekly.
We the hunters, bro.
Of course, Netflix couldn't be left out, especially with a documentary. The Twister Caught in the Storm is a Netflix documentary about the devastating EF5 tornado that struck Joplin, Missouri in 2011. Produced by the team behind The Tinder Swindler, the series follows young people who faced the tragedy on their graduation day. With winds of 200 miles per hour, the tornado destroyed the town, but the community's resilience became a symbol of hope. The release is scheduled for March 2025.
Accepted my fate. I was flying inside the tornado.
Continuing with Netflix and another Korean drama, When Life Gives You Tangerines, a new Netflix drama, premieres on March 7th, 2025, following the journey of Aesun IU and Gwon-sik Park Bo-gum in the vibrant landscapes of Jeju Island. Written by Lim Sang-chun and directed by Kim Won-seok, the drama portrays dreams, challenges, and a love that spans decades. Moon So-ri and Park Hae-jun play the older versions of the protagonists, promising an emotional and timeless story.
아까운 당신 복삭 속았수다.
Live-action manga adaptations, a classic. The live-action series of Shinu Hodo Aishite, based on the manga by Simaru Amagi and Ariza Kusakabe, premieres on March 27, 2025. Starring Hiroki Naramiya and Miori Takamoto, the plot follows the couple Masato and Mio Kamishiro, whose lives change after a murder in their neighborhood. Directed by Hideo Jojo, the series blends mystery and romance, exploring Mio's turbulent fate. This marks Naramiya's return to acting after 8 years. Grey's Anatomy. Has anyone heard of it? Good American Family, a new limited series from Hulu, premieres on March 19, 2025, with Ellen Pompeo in the lead role. Inspired by real events, the plot centers on Christine Barnett and her controversial adoption of Natalia Grace, a young girl with a rare form of dwarfism. The series will be told from multiple points of view, exploring themes of perspective, bias, and trauma. 2 episodes will be released initially, followed by new episodes weekly.
Folks just love a good American family.
And let's end with Netflix and another series promising strong emotions. Medusa, a new dramatic series from Netflix, premieres on March 5th and is set in Barranquilla, Colombia. The plot follows Barbara Hidalgo, a powerful CEO who becomes the target of an assassination attempt and seeks to uncover the perpetrator. Juana Acosta leads the cast, with Manolo Cardona, Sebastián Martínez, and other prominent names. Created by Saeed Chami and Claudia Sanchez, the series promises suspense and mystery.
Pero a cualquier costo.
Get up. Shall I speak first? Or will you?
By all means, Dr. Selden. Speak.
You hold us responsible.
How could I not?
My science can predict societal actions, trends, not individual ones. But I'm not surprised it happened.
Why is that?
To finish, here's a quote from the character portrayed by the actress who has been keeping us company on TV for years. The great thing about this life of ours is that we can live it how we want. If you've never seen an episode of Grey's Anatomy, you're not part of this video. And what did you like the most? In movies, Pedro Pascal plus Tom Hanks, plus a pop culture parody seems like a dream come true. Sadie Sink shows her versatility once again, bringing the popcorn for the zombie film. Ash comes just in time, because the Alien Earth series is almost starting, and John Lithgow is one of our favorites. On TV, Netflix brings a tornado. The duo of a monarch friend and an elite cop promises mystery and action, and of course seeing Meredith Grey without her doctor's coat and in another role is always a shock. Since tomorrow is Monday, we wish you a great rest of the day. But before that, give the video a like and share it with your friends, and on your social media. No pressure, and of course, if you think the news is over, don't forget that we'll be back tomorrow. Be sure to come back too. See you tomorrow, everyone.